show you again. That is what is going on. If both the Expos and the Cubs win out, the Expos win the East. If either the Cubs or the Expos lose a single game, the Pirates win the Eastern Division. So let's not dawdle. Let us do some lineups and play some baseball. Defensively for your Pirates at home, final game of the season. First base, Willie Stargell. Second base is Phil Garner. Third base is Bill Madlock. Shortstop, Tim Foley. Outfield left to right, John Milner, Omar Moreno, and Dave Parker. Ed Ott is behind the plate, and on the hill, the man I would want in this situation personally, Bruce Kison. Your starting lineup, the batting order for the Cubs. Batting first, shortstop Ivan DeJesus. Batting second, center fielder Scott Thompson. Batting third, first baseman Bill Buckner. Batting fourth and cleanup, left fielder Dave Kingman. Batting fifth, right field Larry Bittner. Batting sixth, second baseman Steve Dillard. He's playing second. Mick Kelleher is batting seventh, playing third instead of second. Batting eighth is going to be Tim Blackwell, catcher. And batting ninth, starting pitcher for the Cubs, Lynn McGlothen. Yep, the Cubs have shifted around, giving Steve Ontiveros the day off. So, guys, this is it. Let's see what happens. Bruce Kison, he will be facing the Cubs. Here in the top of the first, DeJesus, Thompson, and Buckner. DeJesus is at bat. Kison with the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-6 fly ball to right field, right at Dave Parker. Parker makes the grab. Out number one. Scott Thompson at the plate, the center fielder. Kison with a pitch, 5-12 fly ball to Parker again. This time Parker running in under the pop-up, makes the catch. That's 2 outs. Bill Buckner now. Kison with a pitch, 3-7, and that's a hard grounder. Hits a Stargell. Stargell flips it to Kison, covering first on the play, and the Cubs are retired in order, top of the first. That takes us to the bottom half of the inning. This game was played, of course, in real life on Sunday, September 30th, 1979 at Three Rivers Stadium. And in this game, the Pirates won it 5-3 on 11 hits versus 10 for the Cubs. So expect a close game today. Omar Moreno leading off against Lynn McGlothen, Foley and Parker to follow. McGlothen with a pitch, 3-11 single for Moreno. And you know what Moreno is going to do. He did it all year. And with that 17, no. Blackwell drops it to a 15. Caught stealing. Boy, here we go. That is a 2-4. Caught stealing on Foley's at bat. Out number one. Tim Foley to the plate. Lynn McGlothen the pitch. That's a 2-5 single. Would have gotten Moreno around to third. You don't have to steal every time, Chris. It's on a reason not to, though. Dave Parker comes to the plate. McGlothen. 1-5. High on the split. Long fly ball. This one is back. It is going over the right field fence. Out of here. Dave Parker, 2-run shot. Bottom of the first. Number 39, the Cobra, Tim Foley scores. Dave Parker scores. And that is going to be a big old 2-0 already off Lynn McGlothen with only 1 out in the bottom of the first. Brings up Willie Stargell. Here we go, McGlothen with the pitch. 5-9, fly ball to right field. Larry Bittner watched the last ball sail over his head, but he gets his glove on this one. That's out number 2. John Milner comes to the plate. Hammer, the left fielder. McGlothen with the pitch. 3-9, and that's low on a split. That'll be a base hit for Milner to extend the inning. Lynn McGlothen is set for Bill Madlock. Madlock digs in. McGlothen with the pitch. 5-9 fly ball to right field, right at Bittner again. Makes the catch. A lot of long fly balls being hit to right so far in this game, but the longest one counted for 2 runs. That's your score, 2-0 Pittsburgh. We go to the top of the second. Bruce Kison Heralded by myself and mathematically proven by others as the staff ace of the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates, is going to face Dave Kingman, Larry Bittner, and Steve Dillard. Here we go. The pitch to Kingman. That is a 3-4 hard ground ball hit to Tim Foley. Foley is there. Gets it over to Stargell. 1 away. Larry Bittner to the plate. Kison with a pitch. 1-11. Hard liner to right. Stargell got to get his glove on it. Hit right to him. Just took a step to his left, reached towards the foul line, and made the catch. 2 away. Steve Dillard at the plate. Kison with a pitch, 5-7, and that's going to be low on the split. That is a single by Steve Dillard. Cubs first base hit. Mick Kelleher comes to the plate. 2 out, 1 on. 2-0, top of the second. 6-3 hard ground ball hit to Stargell at first. And he is going to be able to get that to Phil Garner covering for out number 3. Cubs score nothing in the top of the second. And I need to get my chart over here, so that way if I need it, I got it. Duh. Kind of needs to be where I can see it. Now, let's move you guys over there. Okay, here we go. Lynn McGlothen. Cubs take the field. And it is bottom of the order for the Pirates. Ed Ott, Phil Garner, and Bruce Kison. Here we go. Ott for McGlothen. 3-9 strikeouts. Swinging at the knee cheese. The Otter is set down. Phil Garner comes up. Scrap iron. 1 away. McGlothen with a pitch. 5-7. It's going to be low on the split. Liner up the middle. And diving. Steve Dillard makes the catch. That is out number 2. Brings up Bruce Kison. McGlothen with a pitch. 4-4. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Mick Kelleher at third. And he is able to scoop that up no problem. Gets it over to Buckner, out number 3. Scoreless in the second inning. That gets us to the top of the third. 2-0 is still your score. Pirates over the Cubs here at Three Rivers Stadium. Bruce Kison coming out. Pirates take the field defensively, and they are going to face Blackwell, McGlothen, and back to the top of the order for Ivan DeJesus in this inning. Bruce Kison gets his warm-ups with that Ott. Here's the windup. The pitch. That'll be a 2-7, and Blackwell works a walk. Cubs have a base runner. McGlothen comes to the plate. Kison is set. Here comes the windup, and McGlothen squares the bunt. And it is bunted out in front of the pitcher's mound. Kison charges out. He gets it. He fires over around the mound to second base. Gets it to Foley to get Blackwell. McGlothen will reach on the fielder's choice. Failed sacrifice. That is a 1-6. Ivan DeJesus is set. Bruce Kison, he's got a man on, 1 out, top of the third. 4-10. Fly ball to center field. Omar Moreno gets underneath that one, makes the catch. That is 2 away. 2-0 Pirates in Three Rivers. Top of the third, 2 outs. Scott Thompson comes to the plate. Runner on, pops it up on the right side of the infield. Willie Stargell gets underneath it, calls everybody off, makes the catch, and Cubs score nothing. Pirates 2-0. We go to the bottom of the bracket. And to the top of the Pirates order for Lynn McGlothen. He's facing Moreno, Foley, and Parker. The Antelope, the Crazy Horse, and the Cobra. And Lynn McGlothen is going to the Pittsburgh Zoo. Here we go. 5-4. And that is a walk of Omar Moreno. Sorry, you know what he's going to try and do. Needs a 15 to get there. Rolls a 2. And here comes the pitch in. Foley and Blackwell jumps up. Foley leaned a little bit too far into the plate. Blackwell does not get the throw off, and Moreno cruises into second base. Here we go with the 0-1 to Foley. 5-8 fly ball to center field. This one is hit right at Scott Thompson. Takes a couple of steps forward, steps back, makes the catch for out number 1. Dave Parker comes to the plate. Home run his last time up. McGlothen probably going to try to work around Parker. Here we go. 1-8, and that's a single for Parker. Omar Moreno is rounding third, needs a 17, gets it underneath the tag. And another run in for the Pirates here in the bottom of the third inning. Your score is 3-1. Willie Stargell comes to the plate. Parker on first. Parker could try to steal with a 13. 10, he gets it. Parker is into second. Pirates are going all out in this game. Willie Stargell. Here comes the pitch from McGlothen. Yeah, we can say, okay, cool. 6-6. High on the split. Stargell slides into third with a triple. I'm going to let that hang there for a second. Stargell slides into third with a triple. See, that's the thing with single. If it... He doesn't. Yeah, that came off the pitcher's card. Stargell didn't have a triple in 1979. He's had 2 in this replay. Tim Foley, 2 homers in a game. He's a weak hitter. So that's one disadvantage Strat Basic has. Sometimes you'll get very microscopic, unrealistic results. But Stargell slides into third on a triple. 1 out. That's going to score Dave Parker. Yeah, he forgot all about the RBI. Just Stargell had another triple. Alrighty. There we go. 4-0 your score. 1 out. Runner on third. Infield in for the Cubs. Milner's at bat. 2-7. And that's a strikeout. That's just what McGlothen needed. Get to where a simple ground ball would end the inning and not bring another runner across the plate. Bill Madlock is set. Digs in. McGlothen with the pitch. 1-5 hard grounder hit to short, fielded by Ivan DeJesus. Gets it over to Bill Buckner for out number 3. Pirates plate 2 more. 4-0 the score. We go to the top of the 4th. Bruce Kison and the Pirates take the field. Kison gets his warm-up pitches with Ed Ott. Stargell is throwing grounders to Garner, Foley, and Madlock. Coming down. Buckner walks out from the on-deck circle, takes his place at the plate. Kison is set. Here's the pitch to Buckner. 5-10 hard grounder hit to Madlock at third, and he is going to get his glove on that, turns and fires on over to Stargell. And that's 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Dave Kingman comes to the plate. Kison with a pitch. 2-11 hard grounder. This one hit to Tim Foley. Foley turns and gets that to Stargell for out number 2. Yep. Captain Whiteout. As that was Madlock. That's a 5. Blot it. Alrighty, that is 2 down. That's going to bring us to Larry Bittner. Bittner digs in. Kison with a pitch. 4-3 ground ball back to the box. Kison gets it on, steps down off the mound, fires it on over to Stargell. Out number 3. Kison keeps the Cubs on the ground through the 4th. And that is going to take us to the bottom of the inning. And Lynn McGlothen facing the bottom of the order. Ed Ott, Phil Garner, and Bruce Kison. Ed Ott is set. McGlothen gets his warm-ups at Blackwell. Here's the wind-up, the pitch. And that's a 2-8. That'll be a ground ball hit to first base. Buckner is able to charge in and beat Ott to the bag. Out number 1, Phil Garner steps in. McGlothen with the pitch. 2-6, and Garner works a walk. Takes that high heat with the 3-1. Does not swing. Ump says take your base. Bruce Kison comes to the plate. Kison is swinging. 1-7 hard ground ball hit to shortstop, fielded by DeJesus. Over to Dillard, makes the turn on to Buckner for the 6-4-3, and the Cubs get out of the inning with a 6-4-3 double play for those of you scoring at home. And if you're not scoring at home, you should be. Yeah. You. All right, that is it. We go to the top of the 5th. 4-0 is your score here at Three Rivers Stadium on Sunday, September the 30th, 1979. And Bruce Kison comes out to face 6, 7, 8 of the Cubs battery, and Steve Dillard, Mick Kelleher, and Tim Blackwell. Here we go, top of the 5th. And that is going to be a 4-8. Fly ball to left field. John Milner is there. Greets the ball with a loving mitt. Out number 1. Mick Kelleher comes to the plate. Kison the windup, the pitch. 1-3 hard grounder hit to scrap iron to second. Garner up and over to Stargell for out number 2. And Tim Blackwell comes to the plate. Kison with a pitch. 4-7 skinny split, misses it. Liner up the middle. Garner dives, makes the catch. And Cubs are once again retired in order. Kison has set down the last 8. Giving up 1 hit and 1 walk so far in this game. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and Lynn McGlothen, there's some activity out in the bullpen. Joey Amalfitano has got a couple of guys limbering up as McGlothen prepares to face the top of the order. Particular trouble for him is the 3rd one due up in this inning, and Dave Parker, but first he'll face Tim Foley and Omar Moreno leading off. He has singled, walked, stolen a base, caught stealing, and scored a run. McGlothen, 1-5, a single for Moreno. On base his first 3 trips. Needs a 15. No, thrown out again. Maybe I'm not going to try to do that anymore. Tim Foley, 1 out, just like the first inning. He singles and Parker homers. That'll be no good. Here we go. 5-6 is your roll. Hard grounder hit to first. Buckner comes up with it. Gets it to McGlothen, covering a step ahead of Foley. That's going to be out number 2. Nope. No repeat of the first inning. Dave Parker. McGlothen with the pitch. 5-11. Grounder hit to Buckner at first. He boots it. It goes through his legs. The ball goes through Buckner's legs into right field. Parker reaches first on an error. E3. Boffo, Buckner, bad Buckner, but at least that one's not going to cost him a World Series. That's what happened. 1 base error, Bill Buckner. What else is going to happen? Willie Stargell comes to the plate. McGlothen with the pitch. That's a 3-6. Strikes him out. His 3rd of the game. Ends the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 is your score. We go to the top of the 6th inning. And Bruce Kison coming out. He's still working through the battery of the Cubs the 2nd time through. He's down to McGlothen, and we're going to see a pinch hitter come into this game. For Lynn McGlothen. Okay, so we'll do that because I always forget to do that. Yeah, let's just bring him in. We'll figure out the pitcher later. Let's turn him sideways. That's a good way to do it. Pinch hitter for McGlothen. And we see Mike Vail coming in to do it. Pinch hitter, he is a 9E. I'll do that at the turn of the inning, that's fine. Alrighty, here we go. Bruce Kison facing Mike Vail. Let's keep away from that 3 column. Here comes the pitch, that's a 4-9, and Vail with a single. So Vail is on base. Next up, Ivan DeJesus. And DeJesus, 283 batter in real life. He's flown out twice. He's going to be swinging 6-2. Fly ball to center field. A hit to Omar Moreno again. Makes the catch 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Scott Thompson comes to the plate. Kison with a pitch. 3-9. Strikeout. Kison's 1st of the outing. So he struck out 1, walked 1, given up 2 hits, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 4-0 Pirates over the Cubs. Bill Buckner to the plate. 3-9, fly ball to right field. This one, Dave Parker camps out underneath it, smacks his mitt, and lets gravity do the rest. And 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We cannot have a gimme for the Pirates. I will be accused. So let's see. McGlothen went 5. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 1 homer. 4 runs, all earned. Struck out 1, 2, 3, and walked 1, 2. Got it. Okay, his relief pitcher is going to be, put McGlothen here. Yeah, we're going to put him out because he pitched so little. He's not that really good, so he's out of it. We've used him a little too much. We're relying on a little used one that I carded. We're going to have Kruko come in. Try to get an inning or 2 out of him. Yeah, Mike Kruko is going to come in and pitch. Sure. Mike Kruko. He's going to face 5, 6, 7 and John Milner, Bill Madlock, and Ed Ott here in the 6th inning. All right, here we go. Boomity, boomity, boom. Kruko, the pitch to Milner, 5-12, fly ball to right field. That is going to be Bittner. And falls in front of him for a single. Goes to throw it and slams it into the ground. He loses his grip on it. He grabs it. Milner is going to cruise into second. They're going to give him a single and an E8. Error. The E9. I'm sorry. Error Bittner. Boffo Bittner. Bad Bittner. Milner is on second base, and that brings Bill Madlock 4-8, and that's going to be a hard ground ball hit to second. There is Steve Dillard, and it gets through him. That's going to be a single, and that's going to score Milner. RBI, not yet an earned run, but it is a run nonetheless. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, your score 5-0 Pirates. Ed Ott is set. Let me get something ready here. Final game, right? That one? Yep. Nope. That one. Just want to have something for easy reference. I'll put you there. Okay, we've just gotten news in that the score in Montreal is Phillies 4, Expos 1. And the Pirates fans are going crazy. All right, Ed Ott, here we go. Mike Kruko, 1 run already in. Madlock on first, 5-7. That's going to be a strikeout for Kruko. Out number 1. Phil Garner comes to the plate. That is 6-3. Fly ball to left field. Kingman is a 4. Roll that beautiful bean footage again. 7. He gets underneath it. He makes the catch easily. He is way deep. Madlock takes off with that 16 base running speed, and he's going to make it to second. So they're going to call that a sacrifice fly. He gets there. 2 outs. Runner on second. 1 already across. 5-0 your score. Pirates over the Cubs at 3 Rivers. Last day of the 1979 season. Kruko pitching to Kison. 6-7. Strikes him out. So that's 1 run across. The sacrifice fly would have been out number 3. So that is an unearned run for Mike Kruko. Alrighty. However, it does count on the scoreboard. 5-0 is your score. We go to the top of the 7th here. And the place is going nuts hearing that about the Phillies being ahead of the Expos. Dave Kingman in left field. He is leading off here. Bottom of the 7th, 5-0 Pirates. Kison with the pitch. 1-5 fly ball deep to center field. Omar Moreno is back. He's on his horse. Warning track, makes the catch against the wall. Showed his range on that play. He up and got back there. Out number 1. Larry Bittner comes to the plate. Kison with a pitch. 3-10, and Bittner works a walk. Kison's second of the game. Runner on first. Bittner no threat to steal. Kison casts a casual glance in his direction. Back to home. Dillard digs in. Here's the pitch. 5-10. Hard grounder hit to Madlock at third. And he gets that. He is able to get the ball over to Stargell in time to force Dillard. Bittner, no time to go to second. No play there. So we have 2 outs and a runner at second. Top of the 7th. Mick Kelleher is up. Kison with a pitch. 5-10. Hard grounder hit to Madlock again. And Madlock fires it across the field and totally misses Stargell. This one is headed for the tarp. And Bittner is going to come around third. He's going to score. Kelleher makes it to second on the error by Madlock. Boffo, Madlock, bad Madlock, but the Cubs are on the board. Your score is now 5-1. Pittsburgh Pirates over the Chicago Cubs. And that brings us to Tim Blackwell's spot in the order, facing Bruce Kison. Runner on second. That is an unearned run. 111 hard ground ball hit to Phil Garner at second. He fires it on over to Stargell. Out number 3. The side is retired at the expense of a run for Bruce Kison. He's having a great outing so far. So we go to the bottom of the 7th here at the old ball game. Mike Krukow is no longer pitching. Is he going to pitch? Top of the order. Yeah, let's get another inning out of him. Malfitano has him on a very short leash. A couple of guys up in the bullpen. Looks like he's starting to warm up Tidrow and Suter out there. Moreno is set at the plate. He's reached first 3 times. He's tried to steal twice on singles and got caught. He stole a base with a walk, scored a run. Krukow looking to end this habit. Nope, that is a single from Moreno. You know he's got to do it. He does not get the green light. Tim Foley comes to the plate. Mike Krukow is set. Here comes the pitch. 5-7. That's going to be a strikeout of Foley. And now Moreno goes. 18! Holy crap! Omar Moreno thrown out 3 times in this game. Dave Parker at the plate. It's going to be a 6-5. That's a single for Parker. That would have had Moreno at third. Willie Stargell is up now. Runner on first, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, 5-1 your score. Pittsburgh Pirates. Krukow with the pitch. 6-8. Low on the split. That is a double to the gap. Parker second, rounding third. 1:18 to score, and he gets it. Another run for the Pirates. RBI double for Willie Stargell. And your score is now 6-1. Scoring a run in the 7th. 2 outs. Stargell is on second base. John Milner comes up. He has singled twice. Scored a run, struck out. Krukow with the pitch. 6-12, and issues a walk. That's going to be it for Mike Krukow. So Krukow went 1 2/3. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, 2 runs. 1 was earned. Strikeout, 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 and a walk. All right, yep, Krukow is done for the day. Let's see, we're going to bring in Tidrow. Put Krukow's card backwards. Got it. That man's on top of the pile, looking down on creation. You know who I'm talking about. Cubs relief pitcher. Dick Tidrow has been used a lot by the Cubs in this replay coming down the stretch. And he's going to get used one last time to face Bill Madlock. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. 1 run across here in the bottom of the 7th. 6-1 ball game. Pirates over the Cubs here at Three Rivers. Tidrow sets. Here's the pitch to Madlock. 6-7 strikeout. Tidrow gets the Cubs back to the plate. Wait a minute. 1-2, 1-2. 1-1. Did I do that? Yeah, I got that right. Okay, cool. Just double checking the scoreboard with the scoreboard right there. Alrighty, so we have top of the 8th inning. Bruce Kison is still going strong. And we're going to see a pinch hitter come in for Dick Tidrow. Yep, pinch hitter for Dick Tidrow. Have to. So he went a third. That's an easy one to write. 0-1. Okay, so now we'll sort that out at the turn of the inning. Tidrow turns sideways. Vale is back here. And we're going to see Jerry Martin come in and pinch hit. For the Cubs here to lead off the top of the 8th inning. He is a 15. He is a D. And he will be batting right there ahead of Ivan DeJesus. Bruce Kison is set. Martin, couple of warm-up cuts. Kison digs in. He rocks, fires, 5-10. Hard ground ball hit to Madlock at third. Madlock handles it easily on to Stargell for out number 1. Brings Ivan DeJesus to the plate. Scott Thompson in the on-deck circle. Kison with the pitch. 3-10, and that's a base hit for DeJesus. 13. Ott takes him to an 11. He's not going to try to steal. Not this far behind. Scott Thompson is set. Kison with the pitch, 1 on, 1 out, 1-10, low on the split. That is a double for Scott Thompson. Ivan DeJesus rounding third, needs a 17 to score. He gets it. Cubs scored their second run on an RBI double by Scott Thompson. So that is going to make the score 6-2 Pittsburgh. Scott Thompson is on second base, 1 out. Bruce Kison facing Bill Buckner. Here comes the pitch, 6-8, and Buckner singles and scores Thompson. And that's going to be it for Bruce Kison. Didn't end on a high note. However, he's pitched a good game. He does have responsibility for Buckner. Let's put that run in there, and then let's change our pitcher. Kison is coming out of this ball game to wonderful cheers from the Three Rivers faithful. And Enrique Romo is going to come in and hope to batten down these hatches. So Kison goes 7 1/3. Enrique Romo. Kison gave up 1, 2, up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits until that little last explosion. Only gave up 5 hits, no homers. He's given up 2 runs. There could be a third earned. There's a walk, strikeout. So he has walked 2, struck out 1. Dave Kingman at the plate, ready to face Romo. He steps into the batter's box, pulls up his sleeve, adjusts it. A couple of warm-up cuts. Enrique Romo leans in. Here's the pitch, 4-7, and Kingman works a walk. Cubs have runners on first and second. Larry Bittner marches on in. Adjusts his helmet, steps into the batter's box. Looks out to the mound. Couple of warm-up swings. Enrique Romo stands up. He straightens up. Glove over his head. He fires. 1-10. Hard liner up the middle, and Phil Garner has his glove on it. Saves the base hit. That is 2 outs, and that will bring us to Steve Dillard. Dillard, a 283 hitter. So far, he's 1 for 3 in this game. Enrique Romo is set. Here's the windup. The pitch. 4-5. Strikes him out. Cubs score 2 in the 8th. Narrow the lead to 6-3. We go to the bottom of the inning. And we're going to have a new pitcher for Dick Tidrow. The Cubs are playing this game to win. In it to win it, baby. Bottom of the order, Willie Hernandez is going to try to get to Suter in the 9th. Just in case it gets to that point. But yeah, Willie Hernandez is going to come in. Pitch, start the 8th anyway. Hernandez. And he'll face Edot, Phil Garner, and we'll see if they do a pinch hit for Roma. Edot, 4-9. Ground ball hit to second base. Steve Dillard is there. He's on over to Buckner for out number 1. Phil Garner comes to the plate, 293 batter in the regular season. So far, he is 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice fly to advance Madlock from first to second 2 innings ago. Hernandez with a pitch, 2-6, and there's a walk for Garner. He is still 0 for 1, but he's been on base twice. We're going to see a pinch hitter for Romo. We are going to see that. Who are the Pirates going to come in and pinch hit for Romo? It's got to be someone of substance. I'm thinking Lee Lacy. Pinch hit. He is a 14-runner B-stealer. Facing Willie Hernandez, 1 out, 1 on, 6-3 Pirates, bottom of the 8th. Lee Lacy digs in. Willie Hernandez is set. Here comes the lean in the pitch. 4-12, grounder hit to second. That'll be to Dillard, and he plays it deep. No chance at second for Garner. He gets it over to Buckner for Lacy. Out number 2. Garner is on second base, and that's going to bring up Omar Moreno. 3 for 4 with a walk, a run scored, 1 out of 4 bases stolen. The other 3 caught. 2-8, and that's a strikeout. His first time not reaching first base when it counted for the Cubs. No runs plated by the Pirates. We go to the top of the 9th, and you can hear Three Rivers Stadium going electric. And you can hear everybody screaming, Teak. Everybody is screaming, Teak. And here comes the right-handed Submariner out from the bullpen, number 27, to take the mound and starts throwing his warm-up with Ed Ott. 1-1, nothing. Kent Colby in to presumably get the save here in the 9th. New pitcher right there's. And Teak is set. He'll face Mick Kelleher. Possibly a pinch hitter for Blackwell. Probably a pinch hitter for Hernandez. Here comes Kelleher's at bat. Colby. 2-4. Liner to left. Hard hit. Madlock is there. Gets his glove on it. That is out number 1. And yes, we're going to see a pinch hitter for Tim Blackwell. And they're going to bring in last game of the year, Steve Ontiveros. Don't waste the at-bat. Yeah, we can do this. Ontiveros. Pinch hitter. He is a 10. Going right there. 1 out. Kent to Colby. Ontiveros comes out. holds on to his helmet while he takes a one-handed swing. Other hand on the bat, wraps it around a couple of times to Colby. Straightens up, getting the signs from Ott. Leans into it. The wind-up, 6-10. Fly ball to right field. This one is hit deep. Dave Parker on his horse towards the corner. Gets underneath it and makes the catch and throws the ball into Garner. That is out number 2. And now we're going to have a pinch hitter for Willie Hernandez. And we are going to see... Who are we going to see? No. Maybe. It's carded. I haven't used them yet. Let's go with Ken Henderson. Outfielder for the Cubs. Pinch hitter, and he is a 13C going right there. Kent Tekulve is set. The Pirates, if they can get this final out, they win the East. They win the East, and they've just gotten news in that the Expos scored 2 in the bottom of the 7th, and they have tied the ball game up. It is 4-4. Those runs came on a one-out pair of walks to Gary Carter and Jerry White. And after the second out was recorded, Tony Bernazard came in and singled them both in. So it is 4-4, Montreal and Philadelphia at Olympic Stadium. Here we come back to the final out here, 2 down. Top of the 9th, Ken Henderson pinch hitting for Willie Hernandez. Kent Tekulve is set. Here comes the pitch, 2-6. A hard ground ball hit to Tim Foley. Foley fields it. Easy throw on over to Stargell. Out number 3, and the Pirates have won the division title for 1979. The Pittsburgh Pirates have won the division title for 1979. By a game. Oh, man. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Goodness. I've seen enough to know that I have seen too much. I love that movie. Yar. There we go. Lacey goes down. Romo goes there. Tekulve, that is. That's a ball game. That's a season. That is it. Your final score. Pittsburgh 6, Chicago 3. 2 errors for the Cubs. 1 error for the Pirates. Tekulve, perfect in his inning of relief. And Willie Hernandez walked and struck out in his. Doink, doink, 1-1. So that means 12 hits for the Pirates and 5 hits for the Cubs. So let's do that. Doink. Bring that in so you guys can see the final line here in the game. Come on, mouse work. There we go. So there we go. Your final score, Pittsburgh Pirates 6, Chicago Cubs 3. And Pittsburgh has won the East, and we've just gotten word that the game has gone into extra innings in Olympic Stadium, and we'll see how that game goes. But there you go. Pittsburgh Pirates. 6-3, they have won the National League East Division on the final day of the season in 1979. Let's do some quick stats. Ivan DeJesus, 1 of 4 with a run. Scott Thompson, 1 of 4 with a run. BI and a double, struck out. 1 of 4 for Buckner with a run batted in. 0 for 3, Dave Kingman with a walk. 0 for 3, Larry Bittner with a walk and a run scored. 1 for 4, Steve Dillard, struck out. We have 0 for 4, Mick Kelleher. We have Tim Blackwell, 0 for 2 with a walk. 0 for 1, Steve Ontiveros. Lynn McGlothen, 0 for 1. Mike Vail, 1 for 1. And why is Google searching crap? Jerry Martin 0 for 1. Ken Henderson 0 for 1. I think my phone thinks it's smarter than it is sometimes. 5 hits is right. 4 and 8. We'll get to that later. 3 and 2. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Okay. Omar Moreno is so freaking ugly. 3 for 4. Scored a run. Stolen base and 3 caught stealing. Strikeout and a walk. Foley 1 for 4. Runs scored and a strikeout. Dave Parker, player of the game. Kison. Yeah, no, Dave Parker. He got the runs across the plate when they needed them to be across the plate. Played well in the outfield, no errors. Yeah, player of the game, Dave Parker. Argument for for Bruce Kison, but Parker, that's pivotal right there. In the final game, when they needed him to be there, he was there. 3 for 4. Great line. 3 runs scored, 3 runs batted in, home run, and a stolen base. You can't argue with that right there. Dave Parker, player of the game. Willie Stargell, 2 for 4. 2 runs batted in, a double and a triple. He was the extra base guy. 2 for 3, John Milner. Scored a run, a K and a walk. 1 for 4, Bill Madlock with a strikeout and an RBI. 0 for 4, Ed Ott, struck out twice. 0 for 1, Phil Garner. Walk, and a sacrifice fly. Bruce Kison 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And Lee Lacy 0 for 1. 3, 6, 9, 12 hits. 12 is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks. 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts. 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Missed one. Got that one. Strikeout for Stargell. There we go. All right. And there you go. Final game of the year. Pittsburgh Pirates dig it out. Score 2 in the first. Score 2 in the third. Dave Parker, the drive in that scoring engine, and then scored a run later on to help further clinch it. Pirates win this one 6-3. They won in real life 5-3 with 11 hits over 10 for the Cubs. In this game, they had 12 hits over 5. So there you go, guys. This has been one of the, right there with Dead Ball, probably more so than Dead Ball.